Hello, everybody. This is Ramond from Dream Start, and I'm super excited for everyone being a part of Momentum Session 2. I'm pretty amped up and pretty excited about tonight because we have our amazing guest and friend who's going to give you guys some motivation. Again, just to give you guys who are just joining us, the vision for this broadcast is the reason why I decided to do this was because we felt like that people needed momentum for their goals. They needed momentum for their future. They needed momentum for their vision. And so the reason why we did this is so that people can truly have momentum for the vision in their lives and for the goals they started at the beginning of this year. And so with that being said, we're super excited to have on air one of my good friends, Mr. Chivas Miller. He's going to be talking to you guys about some great things, and I'm going to turn it over to him. Hey, Chavez, how you doing?
I'm doing good, Ramond. Thanks for having me, man. I want to take this time and thank you for giving me the opportunity to collab with you on this project, man. We both have the same passion and just want to help people succeed. So, with that being said, thank you for introducing me. A little bit about me, like Ramond said, my name is Chivas Miller. I have a company called Student Before Athlete, and me and Ramond's businesses are one and the same. We have similar qualities, similar things we're trying to do, but the people that we're trying to serve is a little bit different. But our ultimate goal is to help you succeed. So we're going to go ahead and get started. The topic that I want to talk about tonight is time management. As you know, time is one of the biggest things that we can't get back. It's one of the things that more than anything can work against us if we're not using it in the right time frame. So let me give you a definition of momentum before we get started. Definition of momentum is a gained advantage. And so when it comes to your goal and everything that you're trying to achieve, you want to make sure that your momentum is going in the right direction. Now, there's an equation that I have for momentum, and that particular equation is repeated success plus increased confidence equals momentum. So once you realize what's successful, and what it is that you're doing towards your goal, plus you continue to have that success, then it allows you to be able to increase your confidence and be able to achieve that goal, which gives you momentum. So let me give you a couple of facts about time. When it comes to time, everybody's one and the same. We all have 86,400 seconds in each day. We also, it's the one thing that we can never get back. It's the one thing that we have total control over. Also, you don't have to work for time. Time is something that's given to everybody. A couple more things. We all have the same amount of time, and it can be a game changer for you. Okay, now one thing that hinders us is a lot of us, we aren't selfish enough with our time. There's two types of momentum. You have positive momentum, and then you have negative momentum. Positive momentum is something that allows you to get closer to reaching your goal, and it's a good example of that is a basketball team being down by 20 points with we'll say for you guys' sake with 9 minutes left. Well, because they've used their time wisely, they end up coming back, winning the game by 3 points. They end up going on a let's say a 25-2 run. They end up coming back and winning the game. That's a good example of positive momentum. Now, a good example of negative momentum is in that same basketball game. That team that was up 20, they weren't very good with their time management, and they were allowed to be able to be crept up on and end up coming back. Now, some things about negative momentum is something that a lot of times it pushes you further away from your goal. And so you have with these two types of momentum, a lot of times we don't necessarily understand why am I not getting to my goal? Why am I not getting closer to where it is that I'm trying to ultimately be? It's because that momentum that you have, probably I would go on a limb and say 95% of us are on the negative momentum side instead of the positive momentum side. We're all going to have momentum one way or another. And so let me also give you some characteristics of positive momentum and some characteristics of negative momentum. Some characteristics of positive momentum is this. It gives you increased confidence. It gives you faith. It gives you raised expectation. It also gives you increased joy, and you have a winning attitude when you have positive momentum. Now, when you have some characteristics of negative momentum are it decreases your confidence. You have no faith. Your expectations are lowered. It's decreased joy, and you have a losing attitude. So somebody who is constantly has negative momentum, what they do is they're constantly making excuses about why they can't do something. Versus somebody who has positive momentum is they're not worried about what they don't have, but they're maximizing what they do. And so when it comes to momentum, you have to understand more than anything, time killers. What is it that's killing your time? Because me, Ramond, Oprah Winfrey, whoever you can think of, we all have the same amount of time. But the time killers, this is what separates Oprah Winfrey from the average Joe. Social media sites, cell phones, any type of, and I even go on to say any type of technology device. Excuses. Now, these next couple I'm gonna say, please don't throw anything at the screen or say I hate this dude over something. But these next couple of things are also time killers as well. Family. You might have a cousin or you could have a niece or nephew that they don't want nothing, but they always stealing your time. They just want to hang out, want this, want that. You might have friends. You might be one of those people that got kids that's needy and ain't self-sufficient. They can be time killers. And even for my married people, your husband or wife, they can be a time killer, especially if you got someplace you're trying to go and they don't understand where you're trying to get to. Because a lot of times, if we be honest, when it comes to marriage and when it comes to saying I do, we say I do for the wrong reasons. And so we don't say I do because this is the one for me. We say I do because we got stuck in a situation or we settled for something less than our best. But that's okay though. That doesn't necessarily mean that it's the end of the road for you. It just means that there's some things that have to change within your routine in order for you to get to where you're ultimately trying to get to. The last couple of things is the internet. The internet can definitely be a time waster, especially if you're not maximizing it and you're on there constantly just searching around, doing nothing, wasting time. And the last thing that I think is the biggest time waster more than anything is television. Now, here's one thing I do know about television. And me personally, I don't necessarily watch a lot of television, but one thing that I do know about television is when you're watching television, the only person that ain't making money is you. Let me say that again. When you're watching television, the only person that's not making money is you. And now let me give you some fruit for thought. The average movie that's out nowadays is about an hour and 40 minutes long. The average TV show that we watch, you people that watch Empire, Scandal, the average show is 30 minutes. In that show, you're doing nothing but making that other person rich. Now, I'm not saying don't watch TV, or I'm not saying, throw your TV away. No, you need to watch TV some, especially if that's the way that you relax and the way that you cope with the daily stresses of life. But what I am saying to you is, if you watching more television and watching somebody else achieve their goals and you haven't done it for yourself, then you're wrong. Because how are you ever going to build momentum sitting still watching a screen of somebody who, if we be honest, those shows aren't reality anyways? So the last thing that I want to say is, if you ever going to be successful, you have to be stubborn. And what do I mean by stubborn? Now, a lot of us are stubborn. We're stubborn. We're stubborn towards our car. We're stubborn towards sharing our favorite cake. We're stubborn towards sharing our favorite cookie. But when it comes to your time, you're not stubborn at all. See, the one thing that I do know about people that are successful is when it comes to their time, they have a set routine, a set schedule. I know for me, myself, most of the time I'm in the bed by 8:30, 9 o'clock, and I'm up by somewhere between 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning. Now, from 3 to 6, what my daily routine is I'm reading and implementing for those 3 to 4 hours. So from 3 to 6 or 3 to 7, I'm reading and implementing. And I'm stubborn with that. People know, don't call me between that time frame. I know, between 3 a.m. and 6 a.m. Don't call me, because I call that my grind time.
Wow.
Then after that, what I do is I go and work out, and then I have another 3-hour grind time from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. And if you've called my voicemail recently, you'll hear a voicemail that'll tell you that. And I say it like this. I say, you have reached Chivas Miller. I'm sorry, I am currently in outer space dreaming about how I can take over the world. Please leave a voicemail and I'll return your call when I turn back to Earth. Have a great day. Hashtag dream chasing. Because I'm trying to chase dreams. I'm trying to get to where I'm ultimately trying to go. And I can't get there from wasting time talking on the phone to people. And when I say talking on the phone to people, I'm not saying that I don't have a lot of important people in my life, because I do. But I'm stubborn and selfish with that time. 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. and 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. That's my moments where it's me and my dream that I'm chasing ahead. And so if you're ever going to achieve anything, if you're ever going to reach greatness, if you're ever going to be above average, you have to be stubborn with your time. And so that's it for me. I'm pretty much done, but please, if there is nothing that you heard me say on throughout this call, be stubborn with your time. Have a set schedule and stick to it. Get it to the point to where your friends and everybody around you know that I can't mess with him or I can't talk to him or her during that time frame. If you be stubborn with your time, if you take that one thing that I've said alone, that'll help you get a whole lot further.
Okay. So, Chavez, tell us a little bit about how we can stay connected with you, man.
So there's a couple of ways you can stay connected with me. You can email me at studentbeforeathlete@gmail.com, or you can go and add me on Facebook, which you just type in my name, CHIVASMILLER, or you can follow me on Instagram, which is at DNL Training. And that's my name on Instagram, just at DNL Training.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for that, man. We really do appreciate you for pouring into the audience on today. Just to let you know, guys know this is only session 2. Sorry for any technical difficulties that you guys have had today, but we are definitely on and popping. Next week, we're going to continue the session, and I hope you guys can take everything that Chavez said to heart. You have a wonderful, wonderful evening, and we will definitely be starting back soon. Thank you so much.
Have a good day.